Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, live PodcastJuice.net. My name is Michael Dean, and we're doing the video thing. This is our first time really trying to do it. We had the seat of our pants, so hopefully this thing is coming through. I'm not looking too crazy, but I'm not here by myself, so we're going to go to QSTROM first. Sir, how are you?
Hey, I can't help but think of a saying, an old saying in my business. They say, you definitely got a face for radio.
Oh, yeah.
But we doing video, so it's all good too.
All right. Next up, Mr. Social Media Master is what I call him. My friend, your friend. See, I'm already on that corny TV style, but anyway. Mr. Antpooh, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I killed it at work today. Now I'm going to chill. I want a burger, though.
Okay.
I just want to know. Now we've already talked about this. What's up with the map behind you, bro? Are you an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some shit?
It's started already, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, man. Look, you can't think local. You can't even think national. You got to think worldwide. I'm trying to see the world, and you can't see it, but there are dots on the map of the places I've been and dots of the places I want to go to. It keeps me thinking and reflective and trying to progress.
All right.
When you don't think your neighborhood, you think the world. Big things happen.
I was just joking. He had to go philosophical on
Yeah, I'm saying, when I buy my house, I kid you not, the walls are going to be painted green, the ceiling is going to be blue, and I'm going to have maps in my man cave.
All right, you're going to get sued like Prince did, right?
No, I said buy when I buy my
house. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
All right, quick question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Posted up on the site today the Aretha Franklin version of Nothing Compares to You, produced by Andre 3000. Did you get a chance to hear that, Q?
I did not, man. I was busy working like a job all day today.
Oh, no doubt. Now, Antpooh, I know you heard this.
Yeah, I wish I had. I was gonna be honest. I'm disappointed. Aretha Franklin has one of the greatest singing voices ever, and I thought with her voice to that song, she was gonna kill it. Just gonna emote the pain, the passion, the sorrow that those lyrics that Prince wrote for the Punk of the Monk, St. Paul, that Aretha was just gonna kill it. And Andre 3000 produced it, and he decided he wanted to go a whole different route. I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it.
Wow, I actually don't think it's bad. It's kind of like more of a jazzy type of feel to it. Some people have used the word swing to describe it. It is definitely a different. It's a departure from the original, but I actually kind of dig it. I like Andre 3000's style that he put on it now. I don't think he's actually playing the music, but the musicians sounds tight. To me, it reminds me of a lot of stuff that he was doing with the class of 3000. Kind of has that same sound to it. Aretha's vocals I do like, but I didn't think it was like extraordinary or something, which I don't know. When I think of Aretha Franklin, I think she's about to go in on the track, but I like it. The more I hear it, I'm like, okay, it's way better than I expected it to be. I mean, we talked about it like a couple weeks ago. I was thinking like he was going to be singing or something.
I know you guys
keep
going in on me about it, but the definitive performance of this song is still Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor was able to take Prince's lyrics. Stop with it. Stop it. Whatever. Stop it. Sinead O'Connor was able to take Prince's lyrics, and show that rare instance, the other one being Shaka Khan, where a male song made it a female song and makes you think, you know what? This song sounds better performed.
Is he still talking that mess about Sinead O'Connor sounding better?
Yes, I'm talking that mess. It ain't mess. It's the truth.
Youngin'.
Okay. All right, man.
Okay. First of all, it was only 4 years between the family and Sinead O'Connor, so I ain't that youngin'. Thank you very much. Second of all, she kills that song. She does. She's very emotional.
She kills it. She kills it, murders it, and buries it.
Whatever, man. Whatever,
really?
Man. Whatever, man. Sinead
Let me
O'Connor.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. What version did you hear first?
Oh, man, come on. I heard the Sinead O'Connor version.
That's why you're saying that. Then.
Okay, but I heard the Prince Rosie Gaines version before I heard the family version, and I knew then which one was better still.
Let me say that. I don't actually really care for the Prince Rosie Gaines version, but that's a live version. But the original with the family, that's the version.
Yeah, of course it is.
And that's it, man.
Although I think Big Sexy that brought out the version that he did on the Nude tour in Tokyo with Rosie Gaines, I think. He did a version on live at solo. I think it was just piano, and he's singing it with. Is it Rosie Gaines or the other woman? Who was the other?
No, I think it was Rosie.
It's Rosie.
At that point, it would have been Rosie.
Okay.
The other woman.
There was another heavyset female he had with him.
Oh, Bonnie Boy?
Yeah.
She was gone at that point.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, real quick, somebody's asking, is there no chat on Google Hangouts? I guess they're trying to chat with us.
Is there no chat? Yes, if you go over to the Google Hangout, there should be. Are they watching this on YouTube or are they watching it on Google Hangouts? And people, this is our first time, so we're figuring this out too.
I'm not saying that. How do you get that chat up? How did you get that message up?
Which message are you talking about?
I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give a different link to you that you can post.
Okay, sir.
And
well, if they go onto Google Plus and join in, can't they chat using the widget, the chat widget?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're not looking at it on that. I think I just put the wrong link in there. Let me try this again. Seat your pants, people. Here we go. Post that one. Yeah, like I said, come to. I think there's a little overlay on the YouTube video. That says "Join in the conversation" or something. Click on that. I think that'll bring you a little closer. Oh, shout out to Big Sexy. He's supposed to be here tonight. Maybe he's still in court or got caught up doing this thing. But shout out to him. Shout out to Big Ken. Shout out to Day Droppin', our brethren.
All right. I'm sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I clicked on the link. A new page came up, but I don't see where you can chat with us.
Good question. Now,
So
you may be seeing it's different because it knows you're in here, possibly? I'm not sure.
Now, when I clicked on the link, I see in the trailer section, Mike, that you talked about, there's a still, I can place, it's like I can play it, and there's a live indicator on the upper right-hand side. Is that what you're seeing, Antpooh?
A live indicator? Hold on.
It says live on the upper right. But, I mean, it's a still image right now, but it's like I can play it if I want to. So I don't know if that tells me that they're not seeing it live then.
They're seeing it.
No, for me, it pops through, and I'm seeing Mike's big head.
And it's probably like a good 7 seconds.
It's only because it's only because you put your head down, so all I saw was your big head, Mike.
It's all good. That's what she said. Ah.
Naggers.
What else was going on today? Oh, so we got into a little conversation on my Facebook. I posted the video of the Arsenio. No, excuse me. There was the MTV Awards.
Hey, Mike. Sorry to stop you, but
yes, sir.
The link you gave me is the it's showing the one we did before.
There's probably a couple up there, but this is the one coming straight out of this window that we're talking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I clicked on the link you gave me, the YouTube link.
Oh, the YouTube. No, click on the Google, the plus.google.
Okay.
That's the actual.
You go ahead and post that. Sorry, let's keep
We'll
going.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're black.
All right, so you were saying?
BET is starting up their own online thing too, like this. It's gonna be a reality
Yeah,
TV
it's
internet.
called World Star Hip Hop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah,
All
horrible
right.
person.
So what was I saying? Get Off performance, Prince, Arsenio Hall show. Somebody had
VMAs. It's
that.
VMAs.
VMA, excuse me. And I've seen this thing many a times. I think the show, the performance is phenomenal. Like he blew it out of the water. Of course, it's the one where the ass cheeks is out. But it's something I'd never even picked up on because it's just so ridiculous. I didn't pay attention to it. But at the 46-second mark, when he goes wow, and then he falls on the ground, and Tony M, the other two brothers, Damien, they fall on him, and then he does that. And I never picked up on that, but I was like, is this simulating that they are like, I don't know, going into the other, the nether worlds into his body, and he's like, ah. Like, what the
Mike, stop, please stop.
It was the early version of a colonoscopy. Not a colonoscopy, a colonic.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking about a man. Listen, I know y'all don't like to hear this. We're talking about a man who had flames coming out of a pair of roller skates, wore a mankini, was jumping up in the air like this.
Can you show us how he did?
And was in the movie with Jerome, had more chemistry with Jerome than he did with Kirsten Scott Thomas. And Jerome's throwing flower petals in the water. So come on. I mean, really?
That kills it.
Come on now.
But that's Prince, man. Like player, pimp. There's some question. There are a few little questionable things that I still do not get. Like what you just brought up about the bath scene. I still struggle with that. I don't understand. Like,
I mean, we've had this conversation. Y'all wasn't trying to hear me. But I'm like, if he's gay, that's cool. It's or bi or whatever. I got no problem. He's still funky. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's gay or nothing like that. Let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen, people. Mr. Nelson, I'm not saying. Please don't put me on the no-fly zone in Paisley Park, but I was wondering.
I'm not gonna say he's gay.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Now, has he experimented? I can't rule it out.
Can I just relay a story to you guys now?
Are you now? This is live on the internet.
I got no shame.
Okay.
I remember years ago, when I was in this singing group, this one cat came to hear us.
Bad already.
Just chill. He came to check us out, and I think we were doing, I can't remember what Prince song we were doing. It may have been Kiss or something like that. And he said that he knew Prince when Prince was a young male prostitute. A gay prostitute when he was really young in Minneapolis. And he said it very convincingly. I don't know. He said, "Yeah, I knew that cat when he was turning tricks, turning."
Wait, not listen. We're not gonna sit here. I'm
just telling you what the guy said. I'm just telling you what the guy said.
There go the whole Prince podcast audience gone. That's show.
And hey, anything's positive. I mean, okay, all right. It's late where I am. It's 11 o'clock where I am, but I'm not making that up.
Well, I don't doubt that somebody may have said that to you. I can't believe it. That's just.
Well, I don't believe that. Just like I don't believe the young lady who claims Prince. What did she say? Prince videotaped her and all this and that and.
Oh, that I do believe. Nah. Oh, he said tonight we video. I mean, it's Prince. Come on, man.
I'm just saying,
stuff.
But she knew about it if he did. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, probably. Maybe not. I mean, it's Prince. What do you think? They getting down in there, man.
And like I said, I don't think Prince was chasing any 18-year-old. He don't need to.
Okay. Well, listen. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna keep this positive. Go ahead and finish what you're gonna say about that, but I'm not in that conversation.
No. The only woman I've read about him chasing was Madonna. That's it.
No, I don't know about that one.
That's what I read in Madonna's biography.
She writes
keyword there.
I think it was written by your boy Tara Borelli.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, host HNIC. I'll let you lead the conversation.
No, go ahead. I was just listening. You know.
No. I just thought there was a chapter where she was talking about how I'm going to try to remember the quote. She said something like, "I have to go and entertain the shrimp again," or something like that, talking about Prince, because he kept sweating her. You know, he would show up at her house and all this and that, and I don't know. I kind of question that because I just don't see Prince, getting strung out on any woman.
Yeah. Well, there's always somebody for somebody. There's always that unattainable thing.
Yeah, I think right now it's Beyonce for Prince.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
You think he's after Beyonce?
No, I think okay, let me take that back. A few years ago, I think that unattainable was Beyonce.
Why would you think that?
Oh, come on. I'm just saying. That was probably the unattainable for him.
Okay.
I don't see Beyonce going. I don't see Beyonce going for Prince at all.
That is a good point. But come on, she with Jay-Z, and despite what I may think, he's not the most handsome fellow, and yet he got her. Come on, he's not.
I'm not judging. I don't judge guys generally.
Yes.
What?
Look, damn it, if Eddie Murphy can get away with it with Mick Jagger, damn it, I can get away with it with Jay-Z.
Okay, all right.
What else is going on out there, man? We can get into real quick.
Well, Walking Dead. Gotta talk about the Walking Dead.
So it's episode 2 last night, season 5. Listen, without spoiling anything yet, I watched it this morning. They are keeping up the pace. Like so far, these 2 episodes, I'm all in. I'm like, yeah, this is action packed. It's craziness. It's gross. I was actually when they went down into the
into the cellar.
I was kind of like, yo, what are you doing? You scared? It was like some real Halloween craziness going on down there, man.
Didn't that look like there was some floating shit in the water though?
Yeah, I'm sure it was, man. It was, dude's face was all like.
But if you watch I don't know if you guys watched the Talking Dead show that comes on afterwards.
No, I didn't see it.
You watch that, Antpooh?
I never watched this.
They had Chad Coleman, I think his name is, the guy who plays Tyrese. He's really kind of an introspective brother. You wouldn't think the character he plays is kind of a big, dumb, greed, mild motherfucker, but he has some nice takes on the character and why he, for example, or I guess I can't spoil it, but it's a weekly show. I mean, come on, today's what, Monday?
Right.
Talk about it or no?
Go ahead and spoil it, man.
Now he talks about why he didn't kill, in the last episode, that dude that was going to snap the baby's neck. He talks about why he didn't kill that character, because at the end of this new episode, you see that character, chowing down, if you will. And it's just like, he's like, Tyrese is who he is. He has a set of morals, a set of rules, and he's not going to change just because the world has changed.
And my man was actually really eating that meat. Like, it kind of looked kind of good. Like, I was like, damn, bro, he had a big chunk, too. Oh,
that dude was cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, that's just some boldness. You done chopped off my foot. You telling me like, hey, yo, we eating you. We gonna eat some more of you. Matter of fact, I'm eating a piece of you right now. That's just damn.
Now, the average there was a black dude they were eating. If they kept it real, he would have been like, oh, let me taste some of that, bro.
I was looking to see was any of them black. I was like, really? But I got end of the world or whatever. That show is pretty wild right now. I'm loving it, man. I wanted to ask a question. What happened to her sword, Michonne's sword?
Yeah, that's a good question. They did mention that she didn't have the sword anymore, right?
I thought the other lady went and got it back for her when she got all their equipment. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I guess so. That was my assumption as well, but nope. They
do you all think terminus? Do you think that I think Maggie should have forgiven? What was her name? Aaliyah or whatever that girl's name is.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's the point of her dad got killed behind the governor, but again, she didn't know who he was. I mean, they were led astray, run amok, bamboozled.
I know, but from Maggie's point of view, she don't give a damn about that. She just see you were on the other side of the fence when my father's head came off.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, but she brought Glenn, so she kind of paid her penance back to him.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess it ain't the same, but yeah, if it wasn't for her, Glenn wouldn't have made it out there.
True.
Real quick, hello to, we got a couple of viewers I can see in there, so hello to you. I'm trying to figure out how to sort of turn on a chat function or something if that's possible, but I do see you guys there, so thank you for watching this right now. I want to throw that in there. I don't know why this Q&A thing just doesn't work. We'll have to research that. Huh.
I also just noticed that my lower third is, I'm sure I turned that on before. And now that I've opened it up, it does not have the saved preset. Anyway.
Next.
All right, I'm going to put this one on Google.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do we want to get into how the book depicts how the hunter thing plays out? Or do we want to not spoil it for the...
No, because I actually have forgotten.
Man, come on, man. Really?
It's been a while, man, since I read this.
Geeked out, huh? Geeked out.
Well, you know.
Let's just say, and actually, Antpooh, correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
This what happened to Bob.
Right.
We know that happens to Dale in the book, but it happens around the same time that they first meet Gabriel, right?
Yeah, around the same time.
Gabriel sees what they do to get back at the hunters, and he's like, "Oh shit! I don't know if I need to be hanging out with these people."
Yeah, and spoilers. They get to a new neighbor, and Gabriel goes, "Oh, well, I don't know if you should trust Rick and them."
I don't remember that, but okay.
Okay, well, they meet some new people. And the new people are thinking about, and Gabriel's like, I don't know about them over there. I'm cool, but them over there.
Talking about Rick, right? Rick and company.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to reveal the secret of what's your man's name? The scientist who's the one saying that you need to get to Washington.
Well, see that's the thing. Last episode, they started questioning him. They were like, "What is the plan? What is the plan?" See, and I didn't like it in the book, and like right now it's like, look here, homeboy, you talking about we going to Washington? You gonna need to tell me a little bit more than it's confidential. I would have picked up a gun, pistol whipped the fuck out of him. Like, now the only problem is Abraham is right there, so Abraham got his back. But I would have shot him in the. Well, you can't shoot him in the leg because he needs to walk. Well, I'd have did something.
You thought about this, haven't you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like calling him on that BS too. Like, come on, man, tell us what's really going on. I mean, I know in the book what happened, but I was surprised Rick went along with that whole little speech he did. He's like, "Well, do it for your daughter, do it for that little baby, do it for the, you already know what I'm gonna say. We're gonna go." I'm like, I don't give, y'all can go. But yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need hear a little bit more about this plan. And then last week, when he's talking about, well, this is what we're gonna do, he started throwing out terms like FAQ and red ring. I'm like, motherfucker, what?
Playing game.
Red ring? That's an Xbox term. See, you can't pull the okie doke on me, homie. I couldn't. I don't mean to play the race card, but Glenn looked like he plays video games. How he didn't recognize red ring?
Yeah.
Well, my question is, without spoiling anything, is, I mean, and it's the same in the comic book, that cat doesn't even look like a scientist. He looked like, you know, the dude down the way that's got like a porch and some and he brought the sofa out onto the porch and got a truck in the yard that don't run, sitting up on cinder blocks. How are you gonna look like a scientist?
Well, he didn't watch enough movies to fake it till he make it.
Speaking of movies, real quick, I was throwing this in there. I just watched that movie Lucy last night.
Oh, for the first time?
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in theater. It kind of started out good to me at first, but that movie's that old bullshit. Have you seen this movie?
I have, yeah. I thought we talked about this.
I haven't, so.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know if we... Oh, I didn't see it. We probably did talk about it. But the way eventually she just turns into God or something, like... It was just ridiculous, man.
I don't even remember what happened. I just remember she's sitting in a chair, all this black ink comes out of her. You start going to all these different time zones, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And nothing can kill her. She's like, and you know what? It reminded me of like Transcendence almost, with a different version of that movie.
And they still had, and Morgan Freeman played the same character.
You're right. I just not cut that. Why didn't they just have it? Could have been the same movie. Yeah, that movie was whack, man.
And why couldn't Scarlett Johansson get naked?
Because they ain't paid enough money yet.
Exactly. They ain't cut that.
I mean, if Halle Berry can, why can't she?
Because they paid her enough money.
Well, make me feel good.
Have you guys heard about this movie called Birdman with Michael Keaton?
Yeah, I've heard about it. Supposedly, it's kind of like, I'm hearing people say they really like it, but it doesn't. It's not I'm thinking it's some sort of superhero movie, but I think he played.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was that too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind
of about a guy who used to. He's an actor who played a superhero and then kind of went bankrupt, and now he's in some sort of community play or something like that.
I'm cool. I think the next movie I'm looking for is the one. Actually, shout out to Sean Hill. He's seeing it today, or he's seeing it right now.
Oh, John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah, that look like that's me all day. I mean, in terms of that's my kind of movie. Gun busting.
The only problem is the star.
Okay, here we go. Let's get into this. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this argument a couple of years back. I did.
Well, no. Let me set the stage.
Go ahead, man.
We're not talking about Chris Tucker. Okay. I just don't know if I can buy Keanu Reeves in an action role.
Well, I'm going to say why you can't. Because Keanu Reeves, this is the guy who was in The Matrix.
Yeah.
Actually did a lot of the stunt and fight work for himself, for real, which is like apparently the same thing that's going on in this movie. And he is also in Speed. So I think if you really think about it, Keanu Reeves is probably one of the dopest action stars that we've had in a long time, though we just don't think of him that way. But if you look at the movies he's done, his action extravaganzas where he's actually putting down the work himself and getting it in. He was doing his thing in The Matrix. You can't lie about that.
Were there really that many fight scenes in The Matrix?
It doesn't. I'm not saying how. Does it matter how many there was in terms of the ones that were potent when we saw them?
I don't see Keanu Reeves running around. I don't see Keanu Reeves running around with a gun shooting up people, trying to be the tough guy, trying to be the equalizer. I don't see it.
Well, he did it. What's the other movie? It wasn't a big movie. Well, actually, what was that? 17 Swords or something?
47 Ronin?
47 Ronin, and then he also has another movie that's on Netflix, some sort of kung fu. I think he directed it actually.
It's on where? Did it start off on Netflix, or was it in theaters too?
I don't know if it came in theaters. I don't think it did, but he directed it. It's kind of a part Asian, and well, I think he's the only American dude, but I think he made the movie. But I watched it. It was actually pretty good. It was a good kung fu type of movie. I'm just saying, man. Speed, it's an action movie. It was dope. He was a badass cop dude.
Okay.
The Matrix. He did 3 movies. The other 2 maybe kind of corny, but he was still doing his thing in them. Just all I'm saying. And from the trailers, I'm looking at this one. Looks like he's playing a badass, but I've seen him be a badass before, so I think to me he's dope.
Okay.
I don't know why you can't buy him. He's had movie after movie of showing you that he does it, and they've been successful.
Yeah, but the thing is, it looks like he's trying to be the Denzel's equalizer in this movie, and it's
one being a computer nerd who turns into a damn Superman. You buy that. You got one where he's a badass.
Right. That's a good point. Superman is a badass by nature of his powers, but he
started out as a nerd in the movie.
His personality is still very childlike, and that was Neo. That's Neo. His personality. He's a badass, but he still had a very naive kind of childlike personality. In this one, he's trying to be like the equalizer or like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, am I back? I'm thinking I'm back. Please.
Yeah.
Isn't that the line? I'm thinking I'm back.
What do you think, Q? I mean, Antpooh?
Wick or Keanu Reeves?
Either one.
He's good in Point Blank.
Oh yeah,
right. At speed, and he does a good enough job in Matrix. But other than that, I can take or leave him.
I think that's a point from my side.
No.
That wasn't the most glowing endorsement.
It's not a stretch role for him to me. I just don't see it as a stretch.
It's not. It's not a good role either.
Here's the
thing. The reviews for it have been actually pretty excellent. I don't know if you guys have been watching. Some people are calling it one of the best action movies of the year. So that's why I really wanted to see it.
But that's not saying much. How many action movies have there been this year?
Captain America,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a star. See, no, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on.
I wouldn't count Guardians of the Galaxy.
We got to go back to the drawing board. See, in action, no, those aren't action movies. Those are fantasy superhero movies. Action movies have certain prerequisites. You have to have the badass, tough as nails kind of cop detective who is.
It can only be cop and detective movies?
Huh?
It can only be cop and detective movies?
Like John McClane, that's an action movie. That's an action character. Captain America, it has action in it, but it's not your archetypal action film. It's a superhero film.
Well, I call it an action movie, but go ahead.
Well,
break it down. Keep going.
No, I mean, when you say action film, you're talking about anything Schwarzenegger's been in. You're talking about like the Death Wish movies. You're talking about like those corny movies you guys like.
Wow.
Sean was telling me about Delta Force. What was the other one you guys were telling me about? The movie. The movie that just.
I'll help you out. The Equalizer was an action movie.
Yes, that's an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
What are those? The Expendables.
Well, yeah.
The Die Hard movie. Those are
action
movies. Like Superman, Man of Steel, Captain America. Those aren't action movies. Those are superhero movies. There's a difference.
I disagree, but I hear what you're saying.
All right, man. Okay. I can see the video's throwing me off, man. I'm off my game. Looking at you.
Throwing the facial things that can get you.
No. I didn't mean it that way.
Looking at yourself?
We all look so happy. This is just throwing me off. We're supposed to be debating with you, going in on each other. We all smiling and shit.
I'm always smiling. I'm not never mad. I'm actually hot though. I'm sweating. About to take my shirt off in a minute.
No, please. Okay.
Hi, Prince.
You get planked out so hard, boy. It'd be hilarious.
At that point, I would be turning off your video feed.
Well, you're not gonna all run behind me and jump on my back and.
Come on, Mike. Damn, I just ate.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. For me, I'm not with that.
Yet. All right, man. As much as I'm having fun, unless you guys got something else, I didn't really have any topics or anything. So.
Well, one thing I wanted to get into or address is this, as I call, spiking the football for DC and Warner Brothers about them beating Marvel to theaters with a black superhero and a female superhero. And
what?
I call it spiking the football. Like they're like, hey, they announced Cyborg and Wonder Woman, and everybody's like, yeah, way to go, DC. They're finally giving us a black superhero movie. They're finally giving us a female superhero movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why is everybody just desperate to spike the football for DC Comics on this?
Well, I don't think people are desperate to spike it for DC. I think they just want to see that kind of movie.
No, but they're like, no, but I've seen a number of people say this is the first DC's beating Marvel to it. DC, way to go, DC being so progressive. Way to go, DC for being diverse. And they're like, first of all, this isn't the first Oh, wait, hold up. No, I can see you, Mike.
I'm doing a Kanye shrug, man.
First of all, this isn't the first female superhero movie. We've had Supergirl, we've had Elektra, we've had Catwoman. Now,
well, they probably mean in the modern, like the golden age of superhero.
No, we ain't going with that shit. We ain't using semantics. We gonna use you. Damn it, you said it's the first. Then damn it, I'm gonna correct you on being the first. Secondly,
well, if you count Hancock, then it's not the first black superhero either.
Okay, well, fine. Comic book. That help you out?
No, I'm on your side.
And then on top of that, Cyborg would not be the first black superhero because we had Spawn, we had 3 Blade movies. I know you guys don't like Wesley Snipes and want to exercise in Hollywood, but he did.
No, Mike loves him.
No, not you. I'm talking about Hollywood. So it's like stop giving DC undue props for something that
what about Falcon too? Falcon, he was in Captain America too.
Well, I guess their criteria is starring.
What's Mike talking?
No, he was a sidekick. That's all right.
But I think their criteria is starring role is the lead.
Boss Captain.
Come on, man! Don't do that.
I love them.
Speaking of which, are you all watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes, we are.
Is that one the black character on that? Are they like trying to clone Sam? What's his? I don't forget his last name. But it's like they got the same guy. We must find the guy that looks just like Anthony Mackie, because y'all ain't never gonna see him again on the screen. So let's give y'all something on TV.
Agreed.
They
need to step it up though on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a little bit. They're not out there.
I like what they're doing. I hate that I hate to say this word, but the retarded dude.
Oh yeah, that's so tired.
It is.
They need to slap this out of him.
It's lame. It's like it's not interesting, and they keep going back to it.
Carlson needs to order. What's their name? Sky.
Yeah.
Sky. I got a special mission for you. Give him some.
I tell you what, though, I was the last episode that I saw that had Ming Na Wen fighting her, fighting a Hydra agent that looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
Made me a little thirsty. I gotta tell you.
I'm sorry. I'm going with Sky all day, every day.
Yeah, she's fine. Well, I'm not gonna say fine, but she's good.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, and I'm not speaking ill of anything, but I just want to give QSTROM a round of applause, because that's a man who truly loves his wife, because he will not say another woman looks good whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
If there's a shot in there.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I'm just saying. I mean, you won't say Tracy Ellis Ross look good. You talking about Sky not looking
Well, that's
good.
because she's not.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. She is busted. God forgive me if she's listening, but
Whatever, man.
that is not an attractive woman. I don't know if she got gout or thyroid problems or what. I mean, damn, get that left eye fixed, please.
Not that she gonna come to you first, but if you pass on her, I will gladly scoop that up for you.
Really? Well, you must have liked the what was the episode where it's her and Anthony Anderson in the bathroom and she's topless?
Well, no, I didn't see anything. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, okay, it is network TV, but
Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything to see.
Speaking of network television, I think we had this discussion a little earlier. I'm finding myself a little more and more getting, I ain't gonna say offended. I'm not a prude, but I just think that there's way too much sex in network television. Do I need to get with the times, or is it just feel like they're just being salacious, especially Shonda Rhimes with all these excessive sex scenes?
What was another show on TV that had a lot? Game of Thrones. That's HBO.
It's HBO.
I think there is a little more sexiness on TV. Now, the Shonda Rhimes shows, do they come on at 9? Yeah, they start
8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, and 10. I think the more sexual one of them, the How Do I Stop Murder or whatever it's called, I think that comes on late enough where, your kids shouldn't be watching TV at 10 o'clock.
Wait a minute. How to Get Away with Murder has a lot of sex in it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With Viola Davis?
Yes.
No. Well, actually, she did have a scene, yeah.
Yeah, the first episode, we see her on the kitchen counter as one of her students walks in, and then another black man proceeds to appear from between her legs.
Okay.
And then they also, I think the thing that's sort of making the news is there's probably more than you're used to seeing of gay sort of sex-related scenes or implications of them on the show.
What shows? I'm missing these shows. I guess I'm missing.
I think the politically correct term is man-on-man sex, not gay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, nation, LGBT, whatever.
Q. No. LGBTQ, not QSTROM.
Come on now. See?
No, because I didn't want to make you think that I was taking a shot at you.
Mm.
But yeah, another show, Parenthood, which comes on NBC. Like the first 10 minutes, here is two of the characters just going full on, like they're simulating sex, and I'm just like, again, I'm not a prude, but it's just for me, it just feels like this is just way too much on network television, and it doesn't, in my opinion whatsoever, it doesn't do anything to enhance the show.
All right, you want them kids to get out? Aunt, you want them kids to get off your lawn?
Hell yeah, I try hard to keep that thing green.
The thing is, though, like I love like Sons of Anarchy, which is extremely violent, and they have sex on that show, crazy. And that comes on, I think, 10 o'clock, and it wouldn't be the show it would be if it didn't do that. So I don't have a problem with it. Again, if it's not on during prime time where kids are watching.
See,
go ahead.
But I was going to say, what's interesting is that you're complaining about too much sex on TV, yet seeing guys taking baseball bats to the head
television.
And getting this,
Network television.
My kids don't have the same access to cable channels.
Yeah, they don't care about. They don't think there's any difference.
No, I'm saying you saying that's network television as though, to me, it's all accessible. What difference does it make if it's network or cable?
Exactly.
In this generation, where kids have no concept of cable or no cable, or there never been a time when there never was cable, you're right. However, you do have to pay for cable, which thus gives you lax broadcasting standards.
I'm telling you this right now. There's nobody in this country that is not paying for television. Okay.
There's a lot of people that are not paying. Come on.
Really?
There's a lot of broke people out there still, Q. I don't care what I don't care what Obama's tell you.
I've been to the grocery store a number of times. Been behind some woman with 3 kids, pulling out them Wick checks, and still got that iPhone 6. Okay.
Well, you know what her hustle is. You know, she probably do a little.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. That's the reality. Go ahead and say it. Say your copyrighted term. Go ahead.
Do a little something strange for some change. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wow. Well, hey. Well, I think. Well, the point is, I think, for probably the kids who have access to TV, there's a lot more sex and violence on TV than there was when we were younger. No doubt about it. But again, I think they're going to see that. They're seeing that online. They're seeing that in the games they play.
The violence, definitely not the sex.
Right, which I have probably more of a problem with them seeing the violence than I do the sex. Like.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Really? Sex is nothing wrong with that. Again,
it's natural to have sex. It's not natural to slice somebody's throat.
Right.
Okay.
I don't have any problem if they saw 2 people having sex on screen and they weren't fighting each other or somebody was raping or something. If it's a sensual thing between 2 consenting adults, no problem. I would rather them see that than to see mindless, slaughtering zombies and people getting their head chopped off and gang of what's it? Son of Anarchy with it. Sons of Anarchy is crazy. Like, the lead character is a killer. He kills people pretty much every episode. He has a little son. He doesn't even hardly talk to his son anymore. He's just killing people. I'm like, what's the point of this show? That stuff is damaging to me. Like,
I can ride with that.
I don't know. I feel violence is gruesome to look at, but I don't feel that it impacts me as much as sexual, suggestive, and sex scenes do. I think when you say sex is more natural, I feel the total. I'm not gonna say I don't think sex is natural, but I feel the total opposite as far as its impact on me growing up. Watching Commando, watching Rambo, watching one of the most gruesome things I saw was I don't know if you remember that film, Exterminator.
I've heard of it. I never saw it.
Well, in the film, within the first 10 minutes, there was this dude getting his head clean cut off from Vietnam. I didn't think that, I want to go do that, but it scared the hell out of me. Like, oh my God, that was disgusting as hell to watch. But it didn't impact me to be a more violent person. No. Now, sexually suggestive things, it definitely had a bit of an impact on me, especially on how I viewed sex growing up. I think sexual stuff is more impactful, does more harm towards youth growing up than violence, especially in the day of age of Call of Duty and its fantastical violent depictions.
I'm on the total opposite, man. I think seeing violence over and over again desensitizes you to it, where I think why there's so much crime and different stuff, people don't even care, man. It's like you see so much violence, you're desensitized to it. As opposed to, I don't think there's anything wrong with you seeing consistently people kissing or embracing each other. Or again, they don't show hardcore sex or anything on TV.
Shit.
So I don't have any. I mean, I don't see how that's wrong personally.
Hey, I'm sorry to distract, but shout out to Reddit TV. They just retweeted our link of our live podcast.
Oh, it's time to turn this off now because they're not going to clown me out. No.
Reddit_TV. Yeah, wow, that just came through. Well.
What do you think, Hugh?
I think they need to have. Let's see. I'm gonna undo everything, all the accolades Antpooh gave me. I think they need to have more sex on Sleepy Hollow because Nicole Behari's fine as fuck.
Certified.
Wow. But that's what. Well, if it means anything to you, that's why they brought that new white guy in. I'm sure.
Do you watch the show? You watch the show?
Yes, I do. I watch the show.
Why did they do that?
Because I think they're trying to put a roadblock to keep Crane and I'm sorry, what is her character's name?
Abby Mills.
Yeah, I think they're trying to find a roadblock to keep the audience from getting Crane and Abby Mills. Because the first roadblock was that he was married and he still loves his wife, but the audience is still clamoring for them to hook up. So now
Right.
I think now they introduced this new guy character who's kind of shady, but I just feel like they're going to put Abby with that guy, and that way it puts a further border between Crane and Abby.
They better not do that.
Hey, I'm just saying the writing's on the wall.
They did the same thing. Do you remember the show The Human Target? Did you ever watch that?
Nah, I think I watched the first episode.
All right. Well, they did the same thing with that show, and then the next season it went off the air.
Well, it's one of the things that they have to do, as far as when you get that you get that dynamic of two people that aren't together. How do you keep them apart? Because once they're together, what do you do?
I don't know, man. I think of a number of shows where the main characters got together and they lasted for a number of years after that.
Give me some. But what was the quality of the show, though? I mean, because take a look at Moonlight, and once they smashed, that was the end of it.
When they jump in the shark, they're jumping the smash.
What about Cheers?
Cheers? She left the show.
But she left the show. She left the show, but the show was not hurting when she left. She just went back.
I'm just saying that don't count because she left the show, so there was no opportunity for Diane and Sam being together to ruin the show.
They did. They were together. What are you talking about? Before she left, they were a couple.
Okay, but I'm saying she left the show, so there wasn't a chance for us to keep seeing them together and get tired.
But they were together for about 3 years.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Sam and Diane, no, they played that Will They or Won't They for at least 3 seasons. They finally got together, and then she left.
All right, what about Friends?
They did the Will They or Won't They. They broke up. She got married. She got divorced. He was sucking up. So they did all these things.
They got married. Ross and Rachel got married.
In the end, I believe, right? Or did they get married?
No, they got married during the run of the show. They were drunk when they got married. They got married in Vegas on a drunken.
They found creative ways to keep them apart.
I think Mike's bored. I'm sorry. now that we can see each other's reaction, that's his cue to say, "Shut the fuck."
Well,
y'all go back and talk about Friends. Get the fuck.
What show am I? Hey, did you see the one about Seinfeld?
I can proudly state
they did it right. They were broken up before the show even started.
What was her name? Seinfeld, Jerry, and who? What was her name?
Elaine.
Which is why I like Arrow in the sense that Oliver and Laurel, they dated before the start of the show, and now what's keeping them apart is what kept them apart at the beginning was Oliver smashed her sister, which should be something you can't come back to, and that was a good enough strong start, and they just keep finding ways to keep them apart. But I like the fact that he was pining for her, but he realized, okay, I'm gonna be this hero, and I fucked her sister, and her sister's dead.
Damn.
Oh, speaking of it, since we getting geeked out now, did y'all check out the second episode of The Flash?
It was all right.
Is this the one with the multi guy?
Yeah, Madrox, Jamie Madrox, right?
No, Multiplicity.
I liked it a lot better than the pilot.
My issue is Iris West is still a horrible character.
What's that now?
Iris West is still a horrible character.
Oh, I agree with you.
What is she? Is that the black girl?
The black girl.
Yeah.
Cute
Why
black girl.
you don't like her?
For the same reason we didn't like her before.
Yeah.
She's stupid.
And then she busts out the whole, "You're keeping secrets from me. Tell me what's going on." And then Barry, he goes super fast and starts confessing his love to her. I'm in love with you. And I'm just like, oh, man, no. Come on, man.
We did not need to see that. You're right.
In episode 2. No,
if it was on cable, he would have. Or she'd be like, "Oh, well, what was that? Nothing."
Okay.
So you said he would have speed raped her.
Well, I didn't say the
Why
word.
we gotta go to the rape? Damn.
That's what that would have been.
No, I didn't say he put the tip in or anything. That's your words, you know.
All right, homie.
Get us banned on the first episode.
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's not go out like Tommy.
Wow. Here we go. Oh, last thing. Well, I didn't watch it, but I think you had posted something about Tariq Nasheed with the
Oh yeah, something about a puppet or something.
Oh
the
man.
Christmas show. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I have more love and respect for Tariq than I do Tommy because I think Tommy he whines too much. But fuck, Tariq, I don't know what he's doing with this. Okay, in my opinion, Tommy started this whole thing. He started this whole thing. He's playing the victim card. I'm gonna say it. He made the slide. Okay, here's the thing. Me and Mike, we're supposed to be boys. I've been on your shows. I'm working with you. Now, what do I look like saying to you? This is the equivalent. What do I look like? Oh, and people get mad at me talking about, how are you supposed to be the Prince podcast and you ain't ever talked about Madhouse? I'm just saying.
Well, here's what it would be. This would be funny. Hold on. Why haven't you talked about the Jews that were his managers?
Good point. Yeah, here you go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm officially out of this conversation. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, Tariq Nasheed does these series of black
hidden colors
videos called Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors. And Tommy Sotomayor on his show said, how are you talking about hidden colors, but you've never addressed the Jews and their role in the slave trade? Now, that's a valid question. However, he's trying to say, oh, I'm just asking a question. I'm like, no, you put that man on blast live on your show. There are ways to talk about that. You just put into question the validity and the quality of his show. And I just use that as an example. What do I look like being on Mike's show all this time and then say, well, how come he ain't ever talked about I'm sorry. How come he ain't ever talked about 94 East? Right? You know what I mean? It would just be very disrespectful. So
well, let me ask you, did Tariq actually get $1,000 from him in a lawsuit?
Yeah, he showed on he recorded him giving him his money back on PayPal, and I'm thinking like, okay, Tariq, that should be the end of it. Okay, I get you fired shots because he was talking crap about the validity of your film. I get the part you retaliated, you felt all that, and I get the part that you probably still talking about him because you got this outstanding lawsuit. But now it's like, okay, you got your money. Why are you still doing these puppet shows?
Because it gets ratings.
And that proves Tommy's point. I've been saying like, yo, Tommy, that ain't the case. Come on, Tariq, he got his own thing. He ain't doing this to get your quote unquote audience. But why are you still doing it if you got your money back? Let it go.
They both like coons going at each other's throats. And it shows we cannot. Now you want to talk about Mike? You want to talk about can't have nothing? I can't remember. You went off on me talking about that's why. Oh, you went off on me talking about we can't have nothing because of what I said about the young lady and the 3 kids. This is why we can't have nothing.
Yeah, well, here's my take of it too. I would say, you know what? Do you remember who other? I'm kind of elevating them as I say this. Do you ever remember any other black leaders who would go at each other in the public?
No.
Actually, Jesse Jackson and Obama. Jesse Jackson went after Obama.
Well, not in the public. Not in the public.
That was in public. It went all over the country.
Something and it was caught off. Yeah. The mics were supposed to be off. It would have been off the record. I mean, he didn't intentionally come on the air and say whatever he said, right?
Yeah, but he should have known better than to say any of that in front of him, period, in a studio.
True. But, I mean, you never really remember us going at each other. Here's my thing. I think that real, and I say this with most respect. I respect both of them. I think they're both dope. I watch when I can both their stuff. But I think, man, if you're supposed to be in the realm that they be talking about, like sort of, representation and being leaders and thought leaders for black people, I don't understand how we as black people, as black men, how we win by going at each other in the public eye, tearing each other down relentlessly. Some of it is funny. Tariq is a funny dude. He has me rolling. But I have to, sometimes you got to say, oh, man, how are we going to win? How are we winning like this? If you really had a problem, or Tommy or whatever, aren't they supposed to like go behind the scenes and, hey, man, I need to holler at you because that's not right, and let's fix it here. But if I go at you in the media, then we playing into the plan of what they want us to do, looking like clowns. No unity, and we cutting each other down. Two dudes that are sort of, building this good following and got some influence. Because how many people are going around doing coon train? I be saying it. How many going around doing some of Tommy's stuff, hair hacks? I mean, they're very influential. They're coming up with a lot of stuff that's affecting the community, especially online. But the thing that stops them from being what they could be, that they're at each other's throats, right? So that's why I'm like, at some point they gotta stop, man. It's like, enough. How many times you gonna come on? Really, you pulling up that puppet, bro? Like, come on, man. It's not Jim Henson. This ain't the Muppets. It's supposed to be the nation. Did Farrakhan pull up a puppet and start going in on the whack black leaders? No, I was like, come on.
Now, to be fair, my bald spot is calling for you. It's kind of funny.
It's funny. I'm not saying, but I'm just like, either you're gonna be a comedian that we don't. Sometimes I'm not gonna take you serious, but he's dropping real heat though with his information that he's got.
He is.
So I gotta say one other thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you got it. I'm
just gonna say there was one thing that did make me laugh out loud. This is a few months ago when Tariq put some pictures of Tommy up, and he's naked at his piano or some shit, and he had his head leaned over, and Tariq said, "My man's line looks like the bat signal," or something. He said, "My man's line looks like the bat signal," or something.
That's just wrong.
Like I said, man, he's a funny cat, man. I could tell probably back on the block he was that dude that was ranking, going hard, and I like that. But it's just like, man, he's a little older, and y'all in the public, man. Like, it's just, I don't know. I hear what you're saying, Antpooh. I'm kind of like the same way. Like, all right, enough's enough, fellas. What's the goal that they're supposed to be? Save black people. But that's the new age leaders, I guess.
Unfortunately, and all they're doing is hurting each other. Like, as much as I kind of rode with Tariq in this, and I feeling that Tommy started this. It's like Tommy, he low key kind of killed him, saying like, how you come back from this? How are you talking being pro-black and you calling me crispy and whatnot, and you doing puppets and I'm like, damn. And then he keeps saying, he's like, you keep coming at me, but you ain't got nothing to say to the Jews. And I'm like, yeah,
Oh, that reminds me. Did you all see what I put up on Facebook today about T.I. and who was the other dude? Some other dude were labeled sellouts for making Snoop apologize to Iggy Azalea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I didn't get a chance to read it, but...
Q, I got something for you.
Uh-oh.
Certified late pass. Didn't we talk about that on the show last week?
Did we?
Well, you weren't there. I'm just...
That's okay.
That's why I give you a late pass.
Wow, okay.
No, but what's your thoughts on that?
The law is no excuse, okay. Oh, y'all talked about that?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about it?
I think he's got a point. I mean, there was a picture of Snoop had two beautiful black women on chains. And, as we all know, black women don't typically get the best shine in hip-hop nowadays. But if you offend Iggy Azalea, who happens to be white, then black men will call you to the carpet and say, you must apologize to her. But it's okay to go out and dog all of the sisters that are, in rap lyrics and in public. So I think he makes a very good point.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know the particulars of what happened behind the scenes, but like I said on the show the other day, I didn't really want to see Snoop apologizing. Like, I don't know, man. It don't look right to me, him doing it. She not apologizing. She not coming out on camera saying, I'm sorry for what I said.
What did she have to apologize for?
She did say something about his drugged out auntie or something like that. She put it on Twitter and she deleted it, but she did put it out there.
But he called her out. He started it, though, didn't he?
Well, he started with a picture.
I don't think so. If you put a picture disrespecting me, I'm gonna go for the jugular.
Okay, that wasn't disrespect. The first picture was not disrespect. That was just.
It was a picture of a horse or something. Oh no, it was a white dude, wasn't it?
Wow.
What is something crazy like?
Wait. It was an albino black woman.
Okay, now who should feel disrespected?
I had a picture of a horse about. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Send your hate mail to QSTROM, Kara, PodcastJuice.net.
Subject self-hatred.
Now, the person who should feel disrespected is the person who was pictured in that picture that he put up about Iggy Azalea with no makeup.
But I mean, Q, it's no different than when I put that picture with you standing with Ready for the World. Was that disrespectful?
No.
And that's why he did. He made it was a funny.
You put a picture of a woman that looked like a horse. It's like a horse.
Okay, Q, come on, let's be real. You really think that Snoop Dogg sat down, found that picture, Photoshop text over it, and said, yeah, there you go?
Listen. If Kevin Hart can do a whole 5 minutes on Facebook about that one rapper who has autism or something, you know the rapper I'm talking about that has autism or something like that, if he can find that and joan on this dude for 5 minutes, yeah, I believe Snoop could find a picture and put it up about Iggy Azalea.
So his team can find that, but not.
Even regardless of who's found it, it's just a joke. It's nothing like that's just ranking. Why would you? You know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. That's why I don't understand why she.
Yeah, Mike, it's not a big a deal because then it's not happening to you.
Okay, like you're no different than when I joked on you. Was that a? It was no more.
We're not celebrities. Our image is not a brand. You know. Okay. Well, hopefully one day it will be.
Okay, Mike.
Go ahead.
Q.
Yeah.
If Mike posted a very unflattering picture of you on Instagram, what would you do?
It depends on the photo.
No. You got hurt. Let's say you got hurt and didn't like it. What would you do?
I got hurt.
Let's just say you were hurt by the picture and you didn't like it. What would you do?
I would probably, have a chat with Mike, offline.
Exactly. That ain't what Iggy did. Iggy put him on blast talking about, I thought we was cool. Every time you see me, you want to take a picture with me. Remember my people, they saved your dude in Canada that almost burnt down the hotel?
Now, you're saying, surely you're not saying that I am as intelligent as Iggy Azalea, because I know better than to go on Twitter and get back at Mike. I don't expect that she's not that smart, okay?
Well, to go back to your point where you're talking about with their brands and all this other stuff, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what their celebrity status is. She didn't have to react in that manner. She escalated to me where it went beyond a joke, and then of course he was not gonna let somebody make him look stupid, come and talking to him disrespectful. So that's why he just went over the top.
I have no love for Iggy Azalea. Let's get that clear. But he struck first. I'm not gonna hate on her for striking back in the same form that he struck at her.
But that's why she didn't do it in the same form. That's the issue.
Okay, but
hold on. I thought the picture was posted up on Twitter, right?
Well, no. The striking first.
Yeah, it was a joke that he put that picture, but then she came back on some personal type shit. Dry snitching and talking all this other stuff that's way out of the bounds. Like, whoa, what are you doing, fam? I'm just joking.
What did she say? What did she say then?
I just said when she was talking about, I thought we were cool. Every time we at the same show, you having your peoples trying to take pictures with me. Remember when we was in Canada, and my man saved your dude who almost burnt down the hotel. You're like, that didn't need to become public.
So what she did is just took when it got a dog picture, a funny dog picture, and said, "Ha, Snoop Dogg, look at you." You know what I mean? Made another joke, not going for personal jugular type stuff. Like I said, she said,
"What was so personal? What was personal jugular about that?"
When she said your drugged out auntie when you get her off a rehab or something.
Wait, no, that was fine. That wasn't personal. That was fine. That's what she should have retaliated with.
No.
That's what. No.
You saying the part? You saying the part where she said about your drugged out auntie is
When
fine?
when your drugged out auntie get off weed, yeah, that's what she should have did and just been like, ha ha, Snoop, you
Now,
got me.
unless that's a joke, but if that's real, it ain't cool.
Nah, I got to ride with Mike on that one now. Come on.
Hey, okay, what is so okay? She took it. See, the problem is if she had went with that first, people would be like, "Oh, she got you back, Snoop." Yeah.
No.
What? Your drugged out auntie.
No. You don't bring family into it. It's like the mafia. You don't.
No. It was a picture of Snoop Dogg. It was a picture of Snoop Dogg, and she said, with the caption, "Which this is what happened when your drugged out auntie gets off drugs."
Yeah, he did not bring up her family. That would have been out of bounds for her to say that.
She didn't bring up no. Okay.
Oh,
I gotta find that picture.
That as a joke. She didn't mean that personally. Like that was what he was going through in his family.
No. It was just a picture. It's like there's a picture of Wiz Khalifa when Amber Rose, and people say, "Isn't it cute when lesbians take their kids out?" They're just saying that Wiz Khalifa looks like a butch female.
Okay.
I mean,
and that's not personal.
That's not no. It ain't personal. No, it's just It's
but when she says, "I thought we were cool with each other," that's personal.
No. What I'm saying is, if she had put up a picture of Snoop Dogg with the caption, "Which her drugged out auntie looks like when she goes clean," that's a good. Okay, haha, I got you back. But when she did all that personal, but when she put up all that personal stuff and then put that up, it became disrespectful.
Listen, whatever was said and all that, I just don't think he should have apologized on camera. If anything, called her up or whatever and said, "Hey, you know what? Let's squash this. It's cool. I talked to Ti. It's all good." And I would have just put a little thing on Instagram. We good. Ain't no problems no more. But they would have never had me on tape. You know. Sorry, boss.
The thing
eyeballing, no more eyeballing a white woman.
The thing is, I don't think that wasn't for his fans. That wasn't for Iggy's fans. That wasn't for Iggy. That was for the money he's getting. That's what that was about.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I just, like I said, I don't want to see us bow down. Nah, man.
Even if we do something that's out of line to white people.
Well, here's the thing: we don't bow down and apologize for the women that's on chains, and he's calling women bitches for his.
We should.
Well, I know, but we're gonna start with that then. But this, I would please I'd Instagram her reply just as I'm sorry. All right, we all good. Keep it moving. But you wouldn't have me on camera.
Okay.
I kind of agree.
I'm waiting for him to apologize for dumping a 40 malt liquor on that chick in the Ain't Nothing But a G Thing video.
And you'll be waiting. You will be waiting.
Wait, I think that was Dre who did that, not Snoop. So look at you. Know your hip hop history, homie.
Did Dre apologize to all them women allegedly he beat down?
He should.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Let me get that Chuck D close up.
You think Roman Polanski gonna apologize to that girl he raped?
Here you go.
You think Roman Polanski apologizing?
What? He will apologize by going to jail. That's how he apologizes.
Chris Brown apologized?
Who?
Chris Brown?
I believe he did.
Yeah.
I believe he did apologize.
Like, he smashed the game. Did he really need an apology?
Well, there you go. That's another podcast. We got to get out of here because it's getting late. And this was a test. This turned into a whole little kind of show. I'm kind of digging this. You know, I'll come prepared next time, but this can work.
I can hold up signs too. When y'all talking bullshit, I can hold up a sign. Bullshit.
Wow.
This is why we can't be great.
That's all right. All right, before we get out of here, as we do on the podcast, we got to let everybody know where to find us, starting with Antpooh. Where can they find you, sir?
Find me on Twitter and Instagram. Any of y'all fools trying to challenge my knowledge, tweet me. I went viral. Have you?
Wow.
That's the new thing now. Nigga, I'm viral now.
We like Ebola, bitches. That was
All
wrong.
right.
Who said that? Who said that? Mike, aren't you censoring the show? Damn, that wasn't right.
Hey, man. So up next, Mr. Controversy himself, Mr. QSTROM. Where can they find you?
You can find me at qstorm.com/lightning strikes. Twitter, you can find me at qstorm3476, and on Facebook, look under Michael Jones.
All right. And last but not least, my name is Michael Dean. You can find me right there.
You giving me the finger, man? What's up?
Yeah, you know. M Dean at Twitter. The website is podcastjuice.net. This is our first YouTube show. Hopefully this didn't bore you. If you want to see more or hear more, come to podcastjuice.net. Look us up on iTunes. You can find us there. Also to my podcast family. We got something I want y'all to do for tonight. Go onto iTunes if you're an iTunes user. We need to get our ratings up. So we need more reviews on our iTunes page. So go on to iTunes, give us a 5-star review if possible, but whatever it is, give us a review, because the more reviews we get, we're going to start ranking high, and that's what we need to get to the next level. So give us a review, please. Doesn't cost you anything. Hey, with that,
Hey, Mike, wait.
Go ahead.
You know, I'm in need of some reading material. Do you know where I might find something interesting to read?
Yes. I think I have something there. I have a book.
I had to help these naggers out, man. They'll not promote themselves.
Sorry, boss. Yes. So I have a novel just came out, book 1 in the series. It's serialized fiction. It's called Truth's Destiny. It's the Destiny Saga. So book 1. So look up Michael Anthony Dean. That's me on Amazon. It's available as an ebook and paperback.
Oh, and by the way, we gotta give it up for our man Michael Dean. He went viral today too. He was the number 10 trending topic. Mike Dean.
Wow.
And that's global, right? We're talking global.
That I wouldn't know, but I'm taking it however it comes. Thank you. All right, so we're doing a thing. Podcast Juice. If you haven't seen us before, check us out. We get into it. We have the Prince podcast that we do. We have Geeked Out. We have two Nigs United for Podcasting, which has become very popular, featuring Mr. QSTROM himself. So there you go. We're out of here. I'm sweating like a slave up in here. I'm on camera. I'm nervous. So we got to go. We'll see you next time. Peace.